Everyone has a reason for why they do what they do. Each one of us in real life have our own motivations and goals, and all for different reasons. This is what motivation is. Your why. Why do you do the things that you do? So let's talk about backstory first. It's what people usually think of when they think of motivation. Like that one trigger event that caused your character to become the person that they are today. For example, Batman's backstory is he loses his family to criminals, which leads him to his pursuit of justice. But be careful. Backstory is not the same thing as motivation. The backstory simply enhances the character motivation, but it should not be the only thing driving your character. Just like in our lives, we're not just motivated by one event. Many things affect us constantly throughout our lives. Your character should feel like real people and not just one-dimensional being. Batman has a tragic backstory, but his motivation is constantly fueled by what he does in the actual story. He doesn't only fight villains because of his backstory. He meets new people along the way, allies and enemies, and these new incidents and characters that he meets along the way challenges motivations, which makes for a really interesting character. So how can we identify what exactly our character motivations are? After all, the main character's motivation is what the entire story is about. We follow along with the story to see if this character can achieve what they want. The motivation is the want. What does your main character want? This is usually tangible, like an object or position that can be measured. They either want the Infinity Stones or they want to become the Pirate King. Simply put, the motivation is what your character is actively seeking in the story. But it doesn't end there. That just covers the external conflict. We also want to cover the internal conflict, which is what they secretly want or what they actually need. It's kind of like how people will say they start working out because they want to be healthy. But the truth is, secretly, deep down what they want is the validation from other people. Maybe they have a low self-esteem. So externally, they want the physical thing of like a good-looking body. And that's like a physically obtainable thing. But what they internally want and what they actually need is the self-confidence that comes from the good-looking body. This is key to making strong character motivation. Not just a physical desire like chasing after the physical object, but what they internally desire deep down in their heart. The external desire is usually what just drives the plot, while the internal desire is the character arc we see throughout the story. This can get a lot more complicated, but this is just the way it makes sense in my head, and I just don't want you to get any more confused. Because ultimately, there's no rules to writing. This is just a way for you to simplify it. Now, I'm going to show you step by step how to use this free template I made to map out your character motivation. But first, let me really quickly give credit to Abby Emmons. A lot of what I just said I learned from her, and I think she's really cool, so I'm going to link her stuff in the description. So here's the template I made. All you have to do when you get it, you just make a copy just like that. So I'm going to fill out this template using Batman because I just feel like everyone knows him. I went out of my way to make this for you guys, so like, come on, like, subscribe, like, you know what to do. So I'm just going to do this really quickly, not too complicated or anything. And I wrote out prompts that you just have to answer, and it'll help you find your character motivation. So what does Batman actively want? His goal is less crime in Gotham. What is the external conflict? What is stopping him from achieving this goal? And that is the villains, such as the Joker, because, you know, they're like hurting people and stuff like that. Why does Batman need to achieve this goal? What personal stakes does he have? He wants vengeance for his family. These kind of go hand in hand. He wants vengeance for his family. That's his backstory. He wants justice against criminals because he lost his family to criminals. And usually in his movies, he finds new people that he cares about, and he doesn't want to lose his new found family, just like how he lost his real family. So he needs to protect them from the villains. And what is his internal conflict and what lesson is learned from the movie and from his character arc? Usually it's something like seeking justice is not just for vengeance, but to give hope to people. And there you go. You can put a lot more detail than I did. I just wanted to do this really quickly to show you. I made one for supporting characters and for your villains. So really, really simple. You can just copy paste however many times you need. If you can't figure out how to answer these questions, then your reader definitely will not be able to. So really think about these and make them as clear as possible so that your reader can easily understand your character's motivations. I'll link this in the description. It's literally completely free. You just have to put in your email and it'll send it to you automatically.